Have you ever wondered why the same problems keep cropping up in your life? It's a question that many of us have asked ourselves at some point, and the answer may lie not in our circumstances, but in our mindset. You see, our mindset, the collection of our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes, wields an incredible power over our reality. Like a sculptor shaping clay, our mindset molds our experiences, our reactions, and ultimately, our satisfaction with life. A negative mindset, one filled with doubts, fears, and pessimism, can trap us in a cycle of recurring problems and dissatisfaction. It's like viewing the world through a smudged lens, distorting our perception and clouding our judgment. But here's the good news. We hold the power to clean that lens, to transform our mindset from a source of limitation into a tool of empowerment. Understanding the power of your mindset is the first step towards creating a life you truly desire. How often do you find yourself focusing on what's going wrong, rather than appreciating what's going right? It's a question that may hit close to home for many of us. We're often so engrossed in our problems, our hurdles, that we forget to acknowledge the things that are going well. However, it's precisely this shift of focus from the negative to the positive that can make all the difference. Positivity and gratitude are more than just buzzwords. They are powerful tools that can transform your life. When you choose to focus on the positive aspects of your life, you create a ripple effect. This positivity radiates outwards, influencing not only your mood, but also your relationships and the opportunities that come your way. Think about how you feel when you're surrounded by positive people. Their energy is infectious, isn't it? It lifts your spirits, encourages you, and makes you believe that anything is possible. That's the power of positivity. It has the ability to change your perception, and in doing so, it alters your reality. When you see the world through a lens of positivity, you create a world rich with possibilities. Gratitude, on the other hand, is about acknowledging the good in your life. It's about appreciating what you have instead of fixating on what you don't. When you're grateful, you recognize the value in even the smallest things. This recognition fuels positivity as you begin to see every aspect of your life as a gift rather than a given. The beauty of embracing positivity and gratitude is that it's a choice. It's a decision you make every day with every thought. You can choose to dwell on the negatives, or you can choose to celebrate the positives. The decision is entirely yours. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. They shape your reality. By choosing to focus on positivity, you're choosing to create a reality filled with joy, growth, and abundance. You're choosing a life where challenges are seen as opportunities and where every day is a chance to grow and thrive. By choosing to focus on positivity, you take the first step towards changing your mindset and improving your life. Did you know that every thought you have can lead to action, and every action has a consequence? This isn't some mind-bending riddle, but rather a simple truth about how our minds work. Think of your thoughts as the architects of your reality. They shape our perceptions, guide our actions, and ultimately determine the course of our lives. Our thoughts are like seeds, and our actions are the fruits that grow from these seeds. Just as a healthy seed grows into a flourishing plant, positive thoughts can yield positive actions, leading to desirable consequences. On the other hand, negative thoughts, much like unhealthy seeds, can produce actions that may not serve us well. They can lead to consequences that we'd rather avoid, like stress, disappointment, or regret. It's a chain reaction that begins in the mind, travels through actions, and ends in consequences. Let's consider an example. Suppose you wake up one morning feeling lethargic and think, "I'm not going to have a productive day." This thought can lead to a lack of motivation, causing you to procrastinate throughout the day, which in turn might result in missed deadlines and a sense of failure. That's the consequence of your initial negative thought. Now, imagine waking up with a different mindset. You tell yourself, "Today is going to be a great day." This positive thought can energize you, driving you to take proactive steps throughout the day, which might result in you achieving more than you initially planned. The consequence? A sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. It's important to understand this. Every thought we have, whether positive or negative, carries a potential consequence. The thoughts we nurture and act upon shape the landscape of our lives. This isn't to say that positive thinking will magically solve all problems. Life isn't that simplistic, but by cultivating a positive mindset, you increase the likelihood of creating positive actions and consequently, positive outcomes. By being mindful of your thoughts, you can start to take control of your actions and their outcomes. So the next time a thought pops into your mind, ask yourself, what action will this thought lead to? And what consequence might that action have? Scene script. Are you constantly dwelling on past regrets or worrying about the future? Let's take a moment and consider this. We often find ourselves stuck in the whirlpool of our past mistakes or anxieties about what's to come. We're so caught up in what has been and what might be that we forget to live in the now. The present, this very moment, is the only time we truly own. Imagine you're on a journey, and every step you take is a moment in your life. If you're always looking back or straining to see too far ahead, you're likely to trip over the stones right under your feet. You see, by focusing so much on the past and the future, we forget to appreciate and fully experience the present. Living in the present isn't about forgetting your past or ignoring your future. It's about acknowledging them, learning from them, and then moving forward. It's about not letting the shadows of yesterday darken today's sunshine or the uncertainty of tomorrow steal away today's joy. This is not to say that the past and future are unimportant. They certainly have their roles. The past provides lessons, and the future gives direction. But the present is where the magic happens. It's where life unfolds, and where we have the power to act, to change, to grow. Ruminating on the past or worrying about the future can hinder progress and cause unnecessary stress. It's like trying to drive a car while constantly looking in the rear-view mirror or obsessing over the road miles ahead. You're bound to miss the beauty of the journey, the little moments that make life worth living. So how do we live in the present? It's about mindfulness, being fully engaged in what's happening right here, right now. It's about appreciating the beauty of the moment, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of a loved one, or the satisfaction of a job well done. Remember, every moment is unique, precious, and fleeting. So live it fully, live it mindfully, live it joyfully. Living in the present is key to developing a positive mindset and creating the life you want. Do you perceive financial success as a distant dream? If so, it's time to change that perception. The path to success isn't a far-off fantasy, it's a road that's laid out right before you. But to see it and to walk it, you'll need to adjust your lens. We often think of success as a monetary measure, with large bank balances, luxury cars, and grand houses as its symbols. But let's broaden our perspective. Imagine success as a state of mind. It's about personal satisfaction, fulfillment, and the feeling of accomplishment that comes when you realize you've made a positive impact. Think about it. What's the point of having all the riches in the world if you're not content? If you don't feel fulfilled? If you don't have a sense of purpose? True success, genuine prosperity, isn't just about the material wealth you accumulate. It's about the contentment that comes from knowing you've pursued your passions, achieved your goals, and lived a life that's true to who you are. So how do you achieve this state of mind? It starts with a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on what you lack, consider what you already have. Appreciate the skills you've honed, the knowledge you've gained, and the experiences you've lived. These are your foundations, your starting points. From here, you can build your path to success. Every step you take, every decision you make, and every action you perform is a brick in the road to your success. And remember, this road isn't built overnight. It's a journey, which means it's not just about the destination, but also about the experiences and lessons you gather along the way. So the next time you find yourself dreaming of success, remember to bring your focus back to the present. Recognize the path that's already laid out in front of you. Embrace the journey, because every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards your personal success. By changing your mindset, you can start to see the path to success that's already in front of you. Are you ready to stop making excuses and start making progress? It's time to tap into that untapped potential that's been lying dormant within you. We don't need to be the victims of our circumstances. Instead, we can be the architects of our reality. By taking ownership of our actions, we reclaim control over our lives. We stop being the spectators and start becoming the players. Remember, every decision you make, every step you take, brings you one step closer to your dreams. So why not make those decisions and take those steps with purpose, with intent? The path to success isn't paved with finger-pointing, it's paved with self-reflection, self-improvement, and self-belief. The moment you start recognizing your worth, your potential, you start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. So let's stop pointing fingers and start pointing ourselves in the direction of our dreams. It's time to transform your mindset, embrace your potential, and start creating the life you truly desire.